Hi guys, welcome to the video. And it's strange how we as society just forget about the very simple things. And we forget about the very simple things because we don't think they can make a massive difference to our performance. And the one simple thing that we always forget about in society, we forget how to do properly, is breathing. And I bang on about it all over the channel about breathing, how important it is, because it really makes the massive difference. And it gives you a kind of a protective shield against outside factors that add stress to your body. And when you add stress to your body, that's when the body will go into its protective shell and weaken itself. And you'll get research has already shown that added stress will actually raise your chances of injury. So breathing is really, really important. It can change your performance. And if you can actually learn breathing before you're racing, before you're competing, then that can be a massive weapon in maximizing your performance and reaching your potential. So today in this video, I'm going to show you how breathing makes a massive difference just before how it impacts your body, how you can improve upon it, and how you can put your body, your mind and body in the best state to actually perform at your best. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a baseline measurement. So what I want you to do now is do a squat, do an exercise, do a flexibility test. A squat is probably the best idea, is probably the best one for strength purposes. Next, I want you to actually make sure that you can actually, let's test our arm flexibility. So the best one is to do raise your arm above it, raise your arm above it, and just test your flexibility, your arm straight, and how far that goes back. So you go to that point, see where it catches, and then pull it down. Okay, so we've got a baseline measurement. Now, shall we disable ourselves? Shall we intentionally make ourselves weaker? And we're going to do that by just doing improper breathing. And we're going to do the kind of breathing that's more brings about a sympathetic state, which we're breathing through basically our chest and our neck muscles. So we're not allowing the breath to go here. So what I'd like to do is take 3 deep breaths into your chest and have your chest raise off the ground completely. So you'd bring your breath just to here. Okay, so let's go and do it 3 times. So what we've done was doing 3 deep breaths, and we've actually put our body into a more sympathetic state. And this is fairly similar to how our mind, how our thought patterns can actually put ourselves in. We can actually disable ourselves before we actually start our race. So let's test how we feel. So I want you to do your squat again. Just do a few reps, sense how you feel. Again, that's going to see our arm flexibility. Let's see what that breathing's done to our arm flexibility. And we're going to that point here. And you can see there's an instant change. So straight turn, you can see that the arms are coming above. That's as far as it will go. Okay, so, and if I was to leave that, it would get a hell of a lot worse as well. You'd leave it for a couple of minutes, the arm flexibility really, really is worse. So this is, as I say, very simple to how you would feel before a race. You're nervous. You've got all this worries about what happens if I get a bad start, what happens if I, there's people watching, what happens if I make a fool of myself watching this, what if I'm too slow, oh, there's that quick person on the outside lane, oh, he or she's so much quicker than me. So you can think about, oh, these thought patterns really make a difference. And that's very similar to what we've done there. We get ourselves into a sympathetic state, and we're instantly, before the race is even gone, we've actually put ourselves in a kind of just a state that's not going to help you. And so what we want to do is change that. So here we go. We're going to go through a sense of breathing, a way of breathing that's going to maximize your performance. Now, if you will have gone back and watched my previous videos on breathing, they go through a certain state. They're great kind of exercise in actually improving patterns. I'm going to take this breathing pattern one step further. Okay, so one of the previous videos I've been talking about is we've been talking about the breathing coming just purely through the belly, nothing in your chest. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a kind of a mixture of both. We're going to bring 2/3 in the belly and 1/3 in the chest. So we're looking for actually filling up like a glass of water up here. So what I want you to do now is we're going to breathe properly now and change our state. And this is something that you can use just before you're racing, and it's for multiple reasons is going to be so beneficial to you. So what I want you to do is put your index finger just below your belly button. This is where you're going to direct your breath, and you're going to take your inhale through your nose, and for a count of 3 or 4, and then we're going to inhale for about 6. Okay, in a round, but the exhalation, exhale for about 6, but the exhalation's got to be longer than the inhalation. And after that, I want you to just, after each breath, I want you to actually just pause for a couple of seconds, probably 5 seconds, and let the shoulders drop. Okay, so I'll take you through it. So index finger just below your belly button. This is where you're going to direct the air towards your belly, and then the air is going to fill up in your breath. So you're almost going to see the chest rise, but it's the belly's, most of the air is going into your chest there. We're bringing in not just the diaphragmatic breathing, we're in the lateral breathing as well, and maybe a small bit of apical breathing as well. So what we want to do, inhale. So what we're going to, let's see how this goes. And just let yourself sense how you feel just for a bit. And then we take another deep breath in. So index finger below your belly. And just sense how you feel again. Index finger just below your belly. So direct the air down towards your hand. And this pause is just to see how you feel. Just get yourself in the present moment. Allow your shoulders to drop as well. One final time for luck. Good. Okay, so what we've done is you should feel yourself change, and you can sense by me how my voice has just dropped kind of a little bit more deeper. And that's because I've just relaxed the body down. Okay, so because of that, we're just going to test how we feel. Again, do your squat. Do a couple of reps of your squat. Sense how you feel in that. And then let's test our arm flexibility. So change to the side. Let's see. Arm flexibility down. And that's where my body comes to. My arm comes to. So you can see it's a rapid change in flexibility there. And again, as the bad breathing that we did, the sympathetic breathing we did before, will get worse. That flexibility will actually improve in the next couple of minutes. So what we've done with that breathing is put our body in a much better state to perform. Okay. Now, if you can imagine the changes that you can make just before your race, if it changes how you feel, and if you change how you feel, you change your performance. If you feel calm and ready, and that's gonna kind of trigger confidence, and it can put you in a kind of a positive frame of mind. Okay, but if you actually got letting the mind get the better of you, and it's starting to think about the negative things that could happen to your race, do you think that's helping you? No, that's going to put your body in a kind of a negative state. So breathing before, just 3 breaths, even 3 or 4 breaths before you get in the blocks, before you start the race, maybe a minute before, can benefit you. Don't go wild on it. Don't just try and concentrate on your breathing, because you can actually do too much. So just sporadically bring it in and allow your body to relax. Once you do that, you're taking your mind off the negative thought patterns and bringing it on the here and now. By breathing properly and focusing on your breathing, you're focusing on your body in here and now. And that's a great thing to take your mind off the nerves. So it actually is a guard, a protective shield against the nerves. You're focusing on the positive things that's going to help your body to perform. And breathing is a massive thing. It's actually what I use in my Be Activated system in activating athletes. This is getting breathing, the activation of the diaphragm, and getting the breathing right is the foundation for performance of the body. It creates the foundation for all the activations of all the other things I do. So it is really the foundation. There's a philosophy in Be Activated where the body wants to do 2 things: to breathe and to move, and if it can't do either, then it dies. Okay, so it's really, really important. So hopefully that's given you a direction of how powerful breathing can be and how about powerful weapon it can be for you as well. It can really change your performance. How you feel in that moment really is critical. You can actually use it to get the best out of the training that you've done for the last 3 months, or you can actually disable yourself and put yourself in a negative state that really it's counterproductive, and you don't make the most of that training you've done in the last 4 months or whatever this amount of time you've been training up to that event. So how you feel in that moment really makes a difference. The breathing can make all the difference of putting yourself in that positive state. So give it a try in training, give it a try, definitely give it a try before the race. You've got nothing to lose. So if you like the video, please like it, please share it as well, and please subscribe to my channel, because you can get more videos like this that are going to rapidly and very quickly improve your performance and your speed. But for now, just leaves me to say thanks for watching.